And I just realized after I posted my last Rush Duel video that you can play multiple legend cards as long as they're different card type. So we're gonna do that. In the new Rush Duel mini box, we did get some dragon support in this mini box, Heavy Metal Scream, and it basically gives dragons an entirely different way to play. So usually when you imagine what dragon decks do, they make Dragas and attack and pop back row with a very annoying boss monster. But with the new skill, we are basically able to also beat over our opponent's stuff with low-level dragon monsters. Level 6 Clear Ice Dragon and Burning Blaze Dragon don't have a lot of attack on their own, but with the new skill, Ancient Forces, this skill is obtainable from the lifetime missions that is added to the game not very long ago. It forces you to play monsters with 1400 attack or more to be all dragon type, but it also allows you to once per turn to target a face-up level 6 Fire or Water dragon monster, and it gains 1000 attack until the end of the turn, and also you can ascend a level 6 Water or Fire attribute dragon type monster from a deck to your graveyard. So what this does is basically it turns all of your level 6 monsters into big beaters that is able to beat over basically any boss monster your opponent has. So for example, if your opponent ends on a Dragias, you don't need to make a 2 tribute monster to beat over it. You can just make one of your level 6 dragons and you could use your skill and be able to beat over pretty much anything. The attack boost is quite significant, so that's pretty nice. But these monsters have a pretty low attack on their own. They have like a typical attack value of a level 6 monster, maybe a bit lower. So it is kind of vulnerable in your opponent's turn, but I mean, you've gotta deal with that. And usually people do play the Aqua engine, so they play Seahorse Carrier and a bunch of low-level Aqua normal monsters, because Seahorse Carrier is a generic card that gives you more tribute fodder. But I only have one copy of this card, because this card is so incredibly, miserably difficult to get. You have to grind for the event for god knows how long. So I only got one, so I'm not playing that engine. Instead, we're just playing more dragon monsters. And playing more dragon monsters means that you could use the sports dragon package. So it gives you tribute fodder for your Ancient Arise Dragon. And also you can use your board wipe, which is Dragonic Pressure, which comes up sometimes and is really useful if your opponent overextends into a whole bunch of boss monsters. You can just pop them all and start playing with your own. We're still playing a single copy of Dragias because it's just a really good card. And we're playing 2 Phoenix Dragons. Phoenix Dragon is really good in this deck. It adds you back not only the Arise Dragon, it also adds the Burning Blaze and the Clear Eyes if you need them. And our boss monster, Ancient Arise Dragon. This card has 24 attack, which is not very ideal because it does have a less attack than Dragias, which means if your opponent makes Dragias, they can just beat over it like nothing at all. But it does have a pretty neat effect. It has an effect to mill a card from the top of the deck to boost its attack to 3k. And also if you have Clear Ice and Burning Blaze in your graveyard, you can shuffle both back to the deck and then destroy a monster with 1500 or less defense. So it's basically like Heavy Metal, but a bit easier to use, but harder at the same time. Okay, it's weird. So the attack boosting effect is easier to use, but the pop effect is harder to use. Because you need both the Fire and the Water level 6 in your graveyard. But it is made a lot easier with your skill because your skill just allows you to mill one of them for free. So oftentimes you will be able to use this effect. And also, as a side note, a lot of the boss monsters have a low defense. So like even Dragias has 1500, which is able to be popped by your boss monster. Your Heavy Metal has 0 defense. Other cards like the Primogitarna has 0 defense. And Seven's Road has 1500. So all of these could be popped with your boss monster. So that's pretty nice. And also, the reason why I'm not playing that many back row is because I just don't think they're that good in the current Rush Duel format. Because I don't want to brick in a handful of back row and no monsters and just get completely destroyed by Dragias. So I'd rather just play more monsters rather than to play some of the good traps that we have right now, like Call of the Earthbound, or the Attack on the Gate trap, or Phantom Bind. These traps are useful, and they have 1v games, but I just rather play more monsters. Especially because we're playing Dragonic Pressure, which needs to discard dragon monsters. So yeah. We're going first against probably a dragon player. Wow, he even got the Dragius, man. Okay, because we just set 2. Okay, how much defense do the dragons actually have? Okay, the fire dragon has no defense, but the water one does have quite a bit. But I guess we're just gonna set both of them anyway, because we want to cycle through the cards. And, yeah, there's no reason to use a skill because it only lasts until the end of the turn. So I guess we're just gonna set both of them face down and just end the turn like that. So we use up all of the cards in our hand. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna set the spell that doesn't do anything. Yet. And our opponent is probably going to destroy both of our set cards, but that's fine. And we're just hoping that he doesn't pop our spell, because that would be not very nice. Piercing a Dragon Bunker Strike is going to shuffle back some of the cards from his hand. This card's really good, I think. Just being able to shuffle stuff back from your hand to grab better cards, it's always a really good effect to have. Okay, he doesn't have Dragias, which is relieving, but he does have 2 monsters. Oh, we got a Rise Dragon. Perfect. He does have a level 7 monster, so that means we could use Drago, but our 2 monsters are level 3, which means we can't. So, I guess we use Phoenix Dragon to add back a monster back to the hand. But before we do that, we're probably gonna Tribute Summon the Arise Dragon. And see where we go from there. And then, return. Go back to the deck. We pop the small monster. And then, I guess we Twin Edge pitch Phoenix Dragon. And then just attack for a bunch of damage. Again. Okay. Okay, we're in a pretty good place, but there's one big problem about Ancient Arise Dragon, is that it has 2400 attack, which is 100 less than Dragias, so if he makes Dragias, he will be able to beat over our entire board. So, we're just hoping that he doesn't have Dragias, which he probably does, considering that he even has the map. But he has another Bunker Strike, and also, he's using, when he uses the effect of Bunker Strike, every time he uses it, it increases the probability of him having Dragias in his hand. So that's also not very nice. But he did mill one of his Dragias, so at least there's that, I guess. But in any situation, if he makes Dragias, we're in a very bad position. And Dragonic Slayer is also not very nice. And also with his skill, he will be able to beat over both of our monsters. And we will have to draw another Arise. Or we can just draw a White Spirit Ruin. And we're still not in a very good position. We could beat over one of them, but not both. I'm pretty sure the skill works with both the... Yeah, it does, okay. I think what we're gonna do is cycle through the level 6s. Okay, yeah, let's start shuffling his stuff back. We're gonna return, let's see, Phoenix Dragon, I guess. That card's pretty good. And then we just return the Pitcher and Slugger, so you can't summon them. And then we summon another one. And use it again. We're gonna return this time. What do we do? Triad Dragon. And then we're gonna return his Triad Dragon. And let's see. I guess Guardian of Fortress. And then we summon the Blazing Dragon, which has a bit more attack, but 0 defense. But it's okay because we're gonna boost its attack. And then, do we even send a card to the graveyard? I guess we do, just to thin our deck. And then we set Widespread, and then we attack the Dragonic Slayer and hope he doesn't have... Okay, he doesn't have anything. That's nice. That's pretty good. So, as long as he doesn't pop our Widespread Ruin, we're pretty good. And, he's gonna pop it. I think we're pretty much, we're so dead. We're so incredibly dead. Boy, I can't wait to set free pass, am I right? I sure love set free passing. I guess we'll normal summon Burning Blaze for the sole reason to use our skill to mill the Water Dragon, so we have both attributes in our graveyard if we have Ancient Arise next turn. And I'm gonna keep the Pitcher because it's 2 tributes in 1 card. This doesn't count. Yeah, it doesn't count as a win. I would not count that as a win. And even like, even if I do count it as a win, it's just not fun to watch, come on. There's just nothing worthwhile so far that makes a good YouTube video. I mean, I could include some of the losses. I think the first game might be okay because I did summon the Ancient Arise and I just got destroyed. So I guess that's entertaining in its own way. Okay. Okay, he got a level 7 monster, so at least we could use Triad Trap Draco. Right? Yeah, okay. Okay, we're actually reading this time. And then we could use Phoenix Dragon, pitch the thing, grab back the Burning Blaze because it has more attack. And then we're just gonna shoot summon 3 level 6 monsters. That's something. And also we're gonna make it symmetrical because symmetry is very important. And then skill. And then mill. I guess we milled the water one. And then we just attack over everything. Okay, we're actually doing something this game. Okay, 3 level 6 monsters is actually quite formidable if he doesn't play Dragias. That's because even if he destroys like 2 of them, I still have a 3rd one. And as long as I have one single level 6 monster, I can still use my skill and boost its attack, and it's gonna beat over anything. He's gonna use Axel Road. That's not very nice. Okay, that beats over 2 monsters. And that's okay. Yeah, he has two beaters, and that beats over 2 monsters. Yes. Okay. That's completely fine. I really hope I draw Ancient Arise, so I could pop one of the monsters for free. Okay, good. We do draw 2 Ancient Arises for this, to crack this board, but I think Dragius might honestly just be better. No, wait, Ancient Arise is definitely better because we could use the pop effect. We'll leave Dragius for later. For now, we will be using Ancient Forces to boost our monster's attack, also mill a card. And then Ancient Arise, return, get that back to deck. And then we'll pop the 7th road. Goodbye. And then I guess we attack. Do we win? Oh my god, we won! We won this game! Finally, we won a single game! Like, for real. We actually won with a Rise Dragon too. I guess we set these. And then, we normal summon that, and then we normal summon that. And then we use a skill to mill the water one. Yeah, that seems pretty good. And then we mill the water one. Phantom Bind. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, that's a really good thing, because him using the Phantom Bind now is a lot less good than him using it when we try to attack with our boss monster, because by then we probably will have a whole bunch of dragons in the graveyard, and losing our boss monster is very, very detrimental, so that is okay. It's just gonna attack with 2 vanillas. No, he has Dragius. Of course he has Dragius. Everyone has Dragius. We really need Ancient Arise. Ancient Arise is going to be really good because we could pop the Dragius, because I think it does fall within the effect. Yeah, 1500 or less defense, which does include Dragius. And we don't have that, unfortunately, but we do have Phoenix Dragon, which we'll be able to grab back. Okay, we will make Phoenix Dragon. We'll grab back the fire dragon. So at least we could beat over the Dragius. And I sure hope he doesn't have a second copy of Phantom Bind. Sure hope that doesn't happen. Do we even send a card? If he has Phantom Bind, we have too many dragons to even make a difference, so let's do that anyway. I guess we can clear ice to return the Phoenix Dragon back to the deck. And then shuffle, I guess we will shuffle the Triad plus the highest attack vanilla, and then we just set one, and then we just hope. Okay, he doesn't have anything. Good. No Phantom Bind. We're good. We're good. He doesn't have any annoying traps. And one good thing about this deck is because beaters are all level 6, he can't try a Drago. So, I guess that's a positive. And I guess our back row is going to be popped anyway. Yeah, our back row is gonna be gone. Because every time we play against exactly dragons, and they have a way to clear back row within their own deck. It's always that way. Come on, Ancient Arise. Okay, we did draw Ancient Arise, which is nice. And I guess we can't even use Triad because Sports Dragon is a level 3. That's really annoying. Well, but like at least we could summon Ancient Arise, which is probably good enough. Ancient Arise, return the dragons back to the deck, and then we can pop the Dragonic Slayer. And then we set the pressure for potentially next turn. Okay, it's such a relief that those two cards don't do anything. Because if they did do anything, we would have just lost. You tribute to Sports for Arise, normal to Dragio to draw 1. Oh yeah, I guess I could have done that, right? But like, whatever. I kinda don't want to have attack precision Triad on my field. Because that's just really, really dangerous. But I guess it doesn't really matter because he just draws the board wipe. Okay, we're still in the game. Okay, that's another Arise Dragon. We were actually winning this one, I think. Hopefully. Okay, let's Arise grab back the fire. Yeah, okay. Grab the fire, summon the fire, mill the fire, because we only have one fire in the grave that we just got back to our hands, so we need more fires in the grave. There we go. Now we have one water and one fire for our Arise Dragon, so we can just do that. And pop our opponent's monster, so even if he has any attack reduction effect, it still won't destroy our monster. Okay, we could pop the Triad, and not even Widespread Rune will prevent us from taking the win. But it is Phantom Mine. The barrier, okay, that is something. But not enough for lethal. Let's go! Second win! We've won exactly 2 games with this deck. I don't think this deck is bad, but the win rate is worrying. But to be fair, we are playing against the best deck in the game for like 4 games in a row. So yeah, look at how many Lukes we're playing against. So to be fair, it's alright. But like, it's clearly not the best deck.